afternoon, everybody. My name is Rob Silveri. I'm Audrey's fifth and favorite child. I will be your host through this portion of the event. Before I start, I would like to acknowledge one person only because I don't like most of you people. That is Nina Jones. I know you don't like being in the spotlight, but nobody has done more for Audrey and Dick these past 5 or 6 years than Nina Jones. Nina, the work that you do is incredible, taking care of human beings, and you always go above and beyond, so the family was not going to let you escape without acknowledging all the great work you do. This entire gift table is for you. Round of applause for Nina Jones. Now that we got that out of the way, I'd like to welcome everyone to the pre-funeral. I mean, Audrey's 90th birthday party. My mom's really good at a lot of things, but she sucks at naming cats. She currently has 2 male cats. Their names are Mr. Brown and Catman-Do. Ma, you can't just look at a cat and name it whatever color it is. Jeez. At least give your cat a human name like David. We don't even call the gray one Catman-Do, we call him Mr. Jitters. I call him Vladimir Putin because she claims that he's a Russian blue. Which reminds me, don't ask my mother about cat breeds. She'll pin you in a corner for half an hour as she reads you all the characteristics of the Maine Coon cat. No, my mom's all right. We just got back from a trip together, true story. I like to take her on Southwest Airlines because bags fly for free, so, we could save a little money that way. The other day, I was rummaging through her cabinets and I found all these Reese's peanut butter cups. I said, Mom, what are all these Reese's peanut butter cups? And she said, we're going to make smears. I said, I had 3 things to say. I said, 1, they're not called smears. 2, they're called s'mores. 2, you don't use Reese's peanut butter cup. And 3, please don't ever say that word again. No, my mom is so old that when Washington crossed the Delaware, she was waiting on the other side. No, obviously that's a joke. My mom couldn't have been at the crossing of the Delaware. Everyone knows she was sewing flags with Betsy Ross. Dick's here with us. Dick Johnson. Round of applause for Richard. The only person here older than my mother. A lot of people don't know that Dick is an accomplished musician because he isn't. My mother would always say, Dick's a Viking, Dick's a Viking. I didn't realize at the time she was trying to tell me he's actually from 1000 AD. The other day when I was stealing his wallet, I noticed the date of birth on Dick's license said 1021 AD. Most scholars agree that the Vikings arrived in North America long before Columbus got here. Dick was on 2 of those voyages. In fact, Dick is so old, his son is the famous Viking, Leif Erikson Johnson. Now, I'd like to give you a snapshot into a day in the life of Audrey and Dick in Maine, okay? They get up in the morning, they have this huge breakfast. I call it 2-hour breakfast. My mom gets everything on the table, fruit, muffins, coffee, and then she offers you every single thing. Do you want some strawberries? Do you want some blueberries? Do you want some grapefruit? No, Ma, I don't eat breakfast. I have a job. And she gets all the cereal out and lines it up on the table. It looks like a library. And then after this grueling ordeal, they go back to bed. At night, they like to look at television, as my mom says, in her old English. They like Naked and Afraid. True story. They see themselves in the contestants. They also like to watch the Red Sox. They're big Red Sox fans. If you go and visit, they'll put on the game. The problem is that they're both asleep by the third inning. It is terrifying. The volume's on 30. He is in his couch, and she's on her chair with their mouths wide open. I'm telling you, you never felt so alone in your life. I usually run upstairs and go to bed before one of them snores themselves awake. Now, you guys have been good sports. I should probably say some nice things about my mom. Happy birthday, Mom. I could stand up here for 90 minutes and talk about all her accomplishments in her long life, and her prosperity, and her happiness. But I will just tell you, you can't reach 90 without being strong, physically, emotionally, mentally. A lot of people, a lot of women out here could tell you it's hard to have children and a career at the same time. Well, my mother did the hell out of it. There were 6 children and 6 academic degrees. There was Anne, Louis, Juliet, Jean, Catherine, Robert. Oh, that was out of order. There was Robert, Catherine. There was 2 bachelors, 2 masters, and a PhD when she was 68 years old. Give it up for Dr. Audrey. One of the keys to her longevity was gardening. She still has flower gardens and a vegetable plot. So I'd like to just end with a poem that I wrote in 1998 called Our Garden, and I'm going to ask for audience participation, okay? The last line is, everything has come up flowers. So let's see if you can say that on 3. 1, 2, 3. Everything has come up flowers. All right. The last thing I'm going to say is we hope to see you all in 10 years for Audrey's 100th birthday. Our garden. Mother, our garden has grown since you first knelt there on your cushion, furiously working the earth, cultivating and nurturing our roots, so that we might shoot up colorful and strong. Some of us grew big and wide as orange day lilies, and we in turn have multiplied. Some of us are tall and thin, blue bachelor buttons. Still others are happy marigolds, short and stocky, orange and yellow. Others have been transplanted to add brilliance and texture to our display. We even have purple petunias, white snapdragons, and slim scarlet salvias. Our garden has flourished, proud and vibrant in the rich black earth, with you always plucking the weeds from around our stems. Some amongst us are budding, some wilting, all in different stages of bloom. What I want to tell you, Mother, is since you first plunged your hands into the soil, such a long time ago, everything has come up flowers. Happy birthday, Mom.
Thank you, Rob. That was my brother. Brother Rob. So I'm Juliet. My brother just did the long, funny speech. I'm going to do the short, heartfelt speech. It'll be about 90 seconds, because you're all going to start to zone out after that. So I'm going to keep it nice and short. I'm Audrey's eldest daughter. And so I take the responsibility as the spokesperson for expressing our appreciation. It's not just that we love you, Mom. We admire you. And your greatest achievement has been raising 6 children and helping to raise many grandchildren. Moms don't get the recognition they deserve for all the work and the time and the emotion and the money and the caring and the love they put into raising their children. So how did you do it? How did you raise 6 children and give us the attention and love we needed? It was a miraculous feat. So here at this, your 90th birthday party, we recognize, honor, and applaud your many years of hard work and dedication invested in raising us. Your several careers and many degrees are impressive, but you're raising us. That is your biggest and most important achievement. We admire you. We love you with all our hearts. Keep on being you, and happy 90th, Mom.
I guess I don't have too much to add to everything that's been said already, but I mean, you all know Grandma or Audrey. She's a great person, that's why you're all here. Friends, included. She was a great grandma, big surprise, right? She did the doting, she read the bedtime stories, and she gave the gifts, and she gave of herself and her time and her love. Being a grandma, it's a little bit different from being a parent, I suppose. There's sort of the, doting and maybe less of the disciplining and scolding. So we didn't get much of that, but plenty of love, and that was great. And so thank you, Grandma. I think the other thing to add would be, what a great example that she set for all of, the kids and the grandkids, to make it to 90, first of all, but also the way she's lived her life, thus far, just being, flexible with the curveballs life throws at you. The usual stuff we all experience in life at some point, loss, and the way she's handled that. And, I think, too, as you get older in life, just maintaining happiness and fulfillment. And the way that we've seen her do that is, volunteering. She loves trains. She's been volunteering at the train station. She's been giving of herself to the community in that way. She's given to her family. And the flexibility of changing with the times. We went to her house as kids, and she had a computer. We didn't have a computer at home, but she did. And as smartphones came into play, she texts. She plays online games. So she's kind of rolled with the changes, and that's just something that I will always remember as I move through life too. You just got to change and go with it and be flexible. And thank you for setting that example, Grandma. I love you.
Woo!
I just wanted to thank all of you for coming, and you've all been an important part of my life, and I've got a happy life.